Shamai, I am going to try and show you guys today how to make a bass line. I've had quite a few requests for this, so I thought I'm going to start, as I always do, with the basics. So we're just going to take a really quick look at an A 12-bar blues today. In other words, in the key of A. Really nice and simple notes. And I'm just going to show you how to introduce some rhythm and maybe a couple of octaves and passing notes just to make it a little bit more interesting from just playing the root notes. So you can literally play the 12-bar blues in A with just 3 open strings. All right, A, E, and D. But I am going to show you a few ways of putting fingers down and a few more notes. But if you don't know where the notes are on your bass ukuleles, if you don't know the names of each fret, that is a must. All right, please go and check out my beginner bass ukulele lessons and even have a little look at my walking bass line basics video, because I explain more in there. This is going to be really simple, but you do need to know where your notes are on your fretboard. So there we go, we can now see our 12-bar blue progression. In fact, it's just letters. You can see there's A's in there. Those little slashes are just indicating it's 4 beats in a bar. Then you've got some D's, back to A's, then an E, then a D, then an A, and that funny little sign right in the end just means repeat. In other words, go round and round. And I will pop a backing track that I'm going to be using in a moment towards the end of this video so you guys can practice along to it too. So let's get stuck in. I'm going to play my backing track on the computer, but I will put the proper file later on in the video. To start with, I'm just going to keep it really simple. I'm just going to play the root notes. In other words, A's, D's, and E's when I see them, but I might mix up the rhythm a little bit. Okay, so. So all I did on that one was some of them were just crotchets or quarter notes, just straight beats. Some of them were quavers or eighth notes, all right, half beat. And I put some dotted notes in there as well. And that was it. I didn't play any other different notes. I only played open strings, but it makes it a bit more interesting than just playing the bom, 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 bom on one note. So I'm going to do the same again, but this time I'm going to pop in some octaves as well. Now, I can play A by there, our open string. I could also play A on the 2nd fret on the G string. I could even play A there on the 7th fret on the D string. Okay, so lots of options. Some of you might like playing open strings. Some of you may prefer playing up on the 5th fret and the 7th fret. All right, but this time still sticking to the root note with some different rhythms put in there, but I'm going to try and pop in some octaves as well. a few octaves and adding a few more different rhythms, some quavers, some crotchets and some dotted notes, suddenly now our bass line is sounding a lot more interesting than just plodding along. Yes, you can add some fifths. What do I mean by a fifth? The fifth note above the root note. So in A's case, it would be an E. In the D's case, it would be an A. And in the E's case, it would be a B. Now, don't go too mad with these, especially when you're starting out, rather. And the reason for it is you can sort of trip over yourself a little bit and end up trying to put a fifth in just before the fifth is due to be played. All right. So in this case, use them very, very sparingly, but keep the rhythm going. And that's something else as well. Really, really, really important. Okay. Our main job as bass players, especially if we're playing in a ukulele group, is to keep the time. All right. You may have drums or a cajon or some percussion playing, fine, but the bass player needs to be steady. And if you make a mistake, don't worry about it. Poker face. You've got to make sure you're on the beat or in time for the next bit. All right. So even if you make a mistake, don't panic, keep going, but make sure rhythmically you are playing in time. So roots, but with a few dominants or fifths above this time, but keeping it simple and adding some rhythm. Now I got away with that then. All right, I actually put an A in just before the A was due to be playing, but I played it the octave up. I went. If I'd played at the bottom A, which is what I was intending to do for the next bar, it could have sounded a little bit. You sort of miss that main beat. All right. So if you are going to put a fifth in just before the dominant or the fifth above the root, make sure it's in a different octave. So we've added a bit of rhythm. We've added octaves to our root notes, which are the most important. It doesn't matter if that's all you play is the root. All right. And then we've just popped in a couple of fifths as well. So the last thing I'm going to show you guys today is what we call some passing notes. Passing notes are basically, they're not important. They tend to come on the second and the fourth beats, and sometimes they just pass through the chord, and sometimes they lead you to the next root note. Okay, so this time, let's give an example. I'm going to go from A, B, C sharp, D. All right, they're all notes within that scale, so they all work, but it's going to mean I'm going to climb up to my next chord change by adding those. Okay, so it's just open A, second fret B, fourth fret C sharp, leading us nicely on to the D. it on purpose. I almost made a little mistake in there. I thought, oh, I'll go up rather than down, and realised I didn't quite have the right number of notes. It doesn't matter, all right? As long as you haven't played a note that sounds dreadful. The main thing, though, is that you keep going. And it doesn't always have to be 2 or 3 or 4 notes. It can just be one note as the passing note sometimes. But again, it just makes your bass line a little bit more interesting. So hopefully now we're going from just playing the root note, straight rhythm, which there is nothing wrong with that. Believe me, it sounds better with the bass doing that than no bass at all, I promise you. But now I'm going to try and put all of those things together. So a little bit of rhythm. Okay, it can be a mixture. It can be crotchets or quarter notes. It can be quavers or eighth notes, or it could be dotted notes. All right, whatever you feel happy with. You can do syncopation. I'm going to leave that for another lesson. All right, but the main thing is that you're keeping the rhythm. Then we're also going to try and add in some octaves, some thirds, maybe the odd fifth, and some passing notes. All right, and then that's going to take us from having a really, really simple, just root note bass line to something that's a little bit more interesting. Can I say any more interesting? Any more? Here we go. Okay, I do hope that has helped a bit. I am going to be doing some more of these, different rhythms, different chord progressions, different genres. Now this one, it's a blues, 12-bar blues, but it can be sort of used with a rock emphasis as well. But I'll try and do maybe some reggae, some funk. And if you haven't already, go and check out my walking bassline videos because they're really useful too. So I'm going to leave that backing track up now for the rest of this video. Please feel free, have a good go with it. The actual chords will be up on the screen as well. And remember, you can always slow it down and speed it up. But this one is in the key of A, so it's going to work as your 12-bar blues in A. So just before the backing track starts, as always, if you've got a comment or a question, please feel free, leave it below. Give us a like if you've enjoyed, and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on new videos. Thank you for watching.